World of Warcraft, level 1. So I know straight away to do a playthrough of Warcraft after 11 years of it is probably a little bit presumptuous, but hey, you know, there's still 7 odd million players playing, so there you go. But the plan is to play the story and just to understand what we do and why we're doing it in the game, and understand the quests. You know, this is not a leveling guide. I will point that out. We're just gonna explore the story and see why we do what we do.
Emboldened by the return of their heroic king, Varian Wrynn, the proud humans of Stormwind led the Alliance to victory in its war against the dreaded Lich King. While successful, the campaign in Northrend proved costly, and the humans now seek to bolster their strategic holdings throughout the world. Under Varian's daring leadership, humanity now braces itself for a renewed conflict with its perennial enemy, the Horde. Yet, as the great cataclysm rips across the world, familiar threats have once again arisen closer to home. It now falls to you to defend the kingdom and uphold the honor of humanity.
So there we go. Right, let's just clear off all this stuff here. So here we are in Northshire Abbey, which is quite a strategically important place for the Alliance, right next to Stormwind, the human capital. And it looks as though the Blackrock clan has pushed through the mountains from the Burning Steppes, and they've been using wargs as part of their invasion. Now the Blackrock clan tend to send wargs in first to kind of harass, scare, and, well, ultimately pave the way for any kind of invasion. So we do need to help the soldiers just by thinning out the numbers of the attackers. So just going to change, where are we, the looting to loot, where there we go. And life easier, one of the greatest additions to Warcraft, auto loot. Right, okay. So yeah, so we're going to play as a paladin, as you can see, level 1. I'm going to play this properly, so no heirlooms. I'm not going to be using any outside interference from other characters, so I'm not going to be crafting bags elsewhere or anything like that. Everything will be done on this character, and hopefully we can do a full playthrough and just try and understand, as I say, what we do and why we're doing it. You know. So just kill this. Just gonna empty my bags. So we've just got the one bag at the moment. As you can see, I've only got a few copper. So let's have a look. Right, so scouts, Blackrock scouts have now been spotted in the area. So as the wargs have come in, the scouts have probably crept in a little bit unnoticed, spying out, and of course, you know, that certainly is a precursor to something bigger. So we need to make sure whatever the information these scouts have got is not getting back. So they're not the most stealthy of scouts, and I don't know what she's spying at on the ground. Saw an ant, maybe, I don't know. So again, this is not a leveling guide. At early levels, you know, as you walking around and things like that, it pays to kill as you go. The higher up you get, it becomes less and less important, you know. But it's always quite nice to see, after a kill, to see your XP bar jump up by, well, nearly a whole kind of section, you know. So again, we need to kill 2 more of these spies, because, you know, this will be expected. If somebody's going to launch an attack, I would expect to see some sort of reconnaissance beforehand. So let me just kill this guy. But yeah, Northshire Abbey is quite an important place within. It was home of the Northshire clerics who helped out Stormwind during the Second War, I believe. This is also where Medivh, who's going to be one of the major characters in the upcoming movie. This is where he was healed after he was nearly killed. Right, okay, so we've got a letter from Brother Samuel here, who is the local paladin trainer, okay? So, you know, always remember, first and foremost, it is your duty to go to battle against those who would seek to harm our world and bring corruption into our homes. So basically, he's been tasked with our early training. And he resides within the abbey itself, okay? So, in the Hall of Arms.
What can I do for you?
So let's have a look. Again, this is just a as far as the storyline goes, this is us discovering the light, discovering the way of the paladin. So we've just learnt the seal of command, which basically just increases our attack. It adds extra damage. So I've just got to demonstrate this on one of these training dummies. There we go. Exciting stuff. But yeah, I am a fan of this paladin class. I do enjoy it. I like playing the paladin. I have my main server is a paladin, so it's probably my favourite class. So he's happy. Just clicking off too quick there. But basically, word has come through that there's been an ambush to the rear of the abbey, and that goblin assassins have been spotted, and they are killing Alliance soldiers. So we need to go over there quite quickly and help. Goblins, of course, would make perfect assassins. They like two things: killing and money, really, and killing and gold. So, so yeah, right. Let's have a look. Yeah, so basically, the Blackrock Orcs have enlisted help of the goblins. So they're simply paying them for every Alliance soldier that they kill. So yeah, so Brother Paxton, the quest we picked up there, wishes for us to use his prayer book to aid the wounded soldiers. So we should certainly do that. So let's get these guys healed. Now the leveling on this, it is a little bit different to how it used to be. It's a lot easier at these low levels. Your health regeneration is ridiculous. I mean, it's almost instant, and all the mobs are. You can see how they're yellow. Their names are yellow, and that's NPC scan, by the way. If you're not aware of what that is, just an add-on which lets me know if there's any rares in the area. Okay, so you can see on his portrait when you target on the enemy's portrait that there's like a silver dragon around it. Okay, so if you're not aware, that basically means it's a rare. At low levels, these are good because they drop bags, and bags are extremely important. As we get a little bit richer, we will buy bigger bags. So yeah, but the other good thing with them is it's a bit of an XP boost. I know I said it's not a leveling guide, but you know, they help on the road. Right, so we are just going to finish off these assassins now. One more kill. Their numbers now should be thin enough that we can move on safe in the knowledge that obviously we've stopped that route of attack, you know. Right, so he's happy. Blessed be the light. Okay, fantastic. We got a new jumper. Lovely. Right, let's put that on. Okay, fetching. Right, okay. So we'll speak to Sergeant Willem. So again, he's happy. So we need to report back to Marshal Bride now, who's obviously still at the front of the Northshire Abbey, just to let him know that the rear is now safe, which is good. Right, let me just kill these. So yeah, I know it's like I said, the playthrough is a bit strange. You know, the game's been out for a long time, but you know, it's a different game to what it was 11 years ago, and it's a different game to what it was 7 years ago. So let's just clear this stuff off. So yeah, but I, you know, let's have a look. Right, okay. So it looks as though the orcs plan to burn the forest, and they're using. Yeah, they're using Millie's Vineyard as the point for their launching their final assault. So we've got to kill as many orcs as we can. and we're going to pick up their weapons as proof of their kind of demise, you know. But yeah, so I think this game is ever evolving. You know, I understand why people don't like the game. Me personally, it's probably my favourite PC game of all time. I play many things: DayZ, Battlefield, you know, and the such, H1Z1 and things. So these are putting these fires out. But yeah, Warcraft has always been there for me. I've always played it, so you know, I've seen it evolve over the years and seen these changes and things. Some are good, some are bad. You know, in my opinion. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So there we go. So we're just putting these fires out now with this quite nifty little fire extinguisher. But yeah, the Blackrock clan, by the way, for people who maybe aren't as into the lore as others, is run by Blackhand, who, for those people who are aware of the Iron Horde and such, Blackhand is part of the Iron Horde. There is a previous history to him, but obviously since the Iron Horde invasion, that timeline no longer exists. But yeah, pretty bad guy. So this attack would make sense for him. Northshire Abbey, like I say, strategically would be very important. It is close to Stormwind, but it's not in kind of direct line of sight. It's flanked by the mountains. So if you were to build an invasion force, then this, you know, you would think would be a very good place. It is split by the Elwyn Forest, which separates this from the actual Stormwind itself. So yeah, it would make sense that this is where they're going to go. But that's, like I say, we've killed some of those guys now. We're carrying back the weapons. We're close to 11, so I'm just going to kill a couple of things just to hear that ding. Another spy there. We don't like spies. There we go. Okay. So we just picked up a Judgment, which is a ranged spell for the Paladin. Okay. Which is good. You'll find at these early levels that these spells really hit hard. I mean, generally, you're hitting anything between 70% to 100% of an enemy's health. So there you go. Right. So she's relatively happy. Still moaning that a vineyard was burnt, but hey, you know, only so much we can do. So yes, we've killed the rampaging orcs, and it seems to be that their main force has now been defeated. However, Kurtok the Slayer, who leads the invasion, he has been spotted east across the river on the road out of the mountains. So it's obviously going to be best for everybody if he doesn't survive this little ordeal. We don't want him building another invasion force, so we are going to go and explain to him in the politest way possible to just, you know, behave. So let's have a look. Right, okay. So there's a couple of Black Rocks here, and we will kill them. Yeah, I think the interesting thing with this is going to be as well is there's a lot of the quest lines that I've done countless times, and I've no idea why I did them. Don't know what they are. I didn't even read the quest log. So I'm quite excited to do this, and I don't know, maybe nobody else will be, but yeah, I you know, the idea will be to go all the way through to a level 100. We'll see everything. Right, so here he is, the leader of the invasion. We shall just and it is no wonder that invasion failed. So let's go back and get this turned in. Yeah, so we're planning on playing the games throughout. Now, we probably won't visit every single area. However, if you know, people want me to play the storyline of a particular area, then by all means drop it in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to do that. You know, there's certain areas I've never played. You know, there's areas I've kind of skipped by because they're a bit out of the way. and things like that. So I'm quite happy to kind of go to them as well. I may do that anyway, just for my own satisfaction, you know. But the plan is to go where the story leads us, where the story seems more relevant. Right. Okay, so Northshire Abbey is safe once again. So I'm a paladin now with proven interest in the security of Northshire, which is fantastic. Okay, so activity of kobolds is decreased. This is the report. So the idea, so we're thinking that something far more insidious is on the way. And I've been awarded deputy status within the Stormwind Army, which is great. So so I'm being sent basically to Goldshire, which is the next area, to aid with any problems they have. Marshal McBride feels that I'm kind of, I will be of aid. So there you go. So that's Northshire Abbey. So Northshire Abbey, the invasion of the Blackrock clan has been stopped, and yeah, their leader has been killed. So fantastic. Okay, so I shall see you next time round in Goldshire. Until then, peace.